Good afternoon, students. In today's class, we will see the remaining testing framework architectures or the types we are having. So far we covered linear, means which is the basic one, and modular. In that modular one, what we are doing, we are dealing with the modules here. Means linear is being specified as a basic one. Why? Because there is no plan to create a test case here. We are unplanning here the testing process. So whereas the disadvantage here is reusability is a restricted one. And coming to the second one, modular one. So here we are taking the tiny or the small amount of the small test cases in linear, rather than taking these very small amounts of this testing here. What we need to do, we need to take this a test case should be for a module, or a module has to be designed. So here, what are the disadvantages here is the multiple data sets will not be allowed for the modular one. And the other one is we need to create the modules, or we need to specify that this has to be tested. This one from this point to this point, that is has to be tested. We need to specify in our program. That means the user, means the tester, or the whoever the person is performing the test, has to know the programming language whichever user in that test case designing or the programming designing. So these are the two disadvantages with the modular. I'm coming to the third one, data driven framework. So this is also supports the automation framework here, and we need to take the data testing into an account here. So here we are having one database, or we are having the one file which stores the data which belongs to that particular task. That means that module, or we may specify it as a process or a project here. So here we need to create the test cases, and these test cases will be tested based on the data whichever given to that one. So the data what we have presented here will be given, means will be known as a test data here. So here, if the logic is changing, the elements what we are using for that processing will have the different data values there. And also, if we are providing, it is for the login, for the login page, there doesn't lies a means a changeable one. Why? Because here login page means user will be there only, and their passwords will be remain itself only. If ever they are changing the passwords, or they are allowed to change the password, you have to update the test data there. Means there we are not updating the logic, but we are updating the values which are from the user side. So here the updations of that one has to be done, and we are taking these things means that storing of these values as a test data here. And where we are storing these test data, so from where we are accepting these test data here is, just we need to specify it as a CSV or Excel sheet or tabular format, or you may directly give the database connectivity, database representation, or any type of the data storage resources will be supported if you are using the advanced framework here. Okay, so likewise, when we are comparing the two files here, when we are comparing, or when we are checking two strings, whatever it is, what you have to do, we need to give the residing address to that one. So the residing address here is, for the string, you may specify what is the string name is being given, the variable what you are given for that one, S1 or S2 or like that we are using. If you are coming to the file, you want to copy the file, or you want to check whether these two files are equal or not, means either having the equivalent data or not. So what we are doing, we are specifying that get the data from that file. Means mostly we are using the txt files representations there. So what we are doing, we are assigning a variable to that one, or simply we are specifying that open, or the you can get the character. Many methods are there. These methods are used for accessing the files here. Likewise, we are also have the methods to access the files. So where I have to get the data here is, I need to give the name of the file at that representation. And what happens here is, from that one, it will test the data. Testing means whatever I given, the login page or any other, whatever I given is a correct or not, would be checked by this tester using this external files here. So the resources will be, whatever you are providing for that one will be taken into an account. Here we are having an example which is for the reservation of that one. And this process, what we are doing is, we need to log in into that system. So you have its your own login. So what you have to do, this login page or where or filling the details of that one will be available to that agent whenever he is successfully get into that system's login. Yes, no? So here we are having the two steps. We are using this method. First, we need to create a test data which includes all the agents details. So here the details here is, on the login page, what you are providing while processing the data, or sorry, while processing this one on the login page, what you are having this particular features has to be included in that CSV. Okay, comma separated values, you know that now, CSV file. So here you are having agent name and then password. If we are providing any other authentication feature to that one, just need to include that one also. So whether it is a you are taking some code for that one, logging means whenever you are getting into the means the password when you are processing. So what you are doing, we need to enter some code for that one. So what has to do, we need to write another attribute for that one. So here for that attribute, it is a static one. A static one means already it has been given and it is being stored aside to that one. Means if you are having so here I need to provide a password. Okay, along with the password, what we are doing, we are specifying that it should be having some code here. Okay, we need to see whether this code what we are generating here is like a OTP or a static one. If it is a OTP based one, this code what we are doing, this attribute where we are storing this one has to write a code in which we will accept the code from that one. Means I am entering the code in that login page. What happens here? There should be a method which will call from this point, that is from this where place it is being specified, and we need to get the code which is been sent to that phone or sent to that you by using the database representation. So what I have to do, I need to connect to the database from this one. Let's specify this is the database here. So you can specify it as a DB or DB server. Okay, so here if it is a static one, no need to present a code here, means any method or anything. So what you have to do, the static one means it will be given by the that is a website owner here, that is a admin. So here they will have the details about that one. So simply specify the code is some representations here, which includes some alphabets and numericals and also special symbols. If not, what happens here? We need to get the data from the database because we got the OTP from that one. So this OTP will be stored in that one. So here, whenever you are entering the OTP here, if you are missing one or if you are writing, means if you are entering a wrong number or the wrong numerical, what it is erasing that whatever you are entered is a wrong one. How it is going to the processor is, it is being specified in the database that could be just sent to that person, and we need to enter that one just to authenticate ourselves here and to process that one. Okay. So on that login page, means in the login page, you are whatever you are seeing, the particulars which are allowing to take this file to be processed, sorry, this login to be processed has to be stored in the CSV or any database source which is being used for processing. Okay, and luckily we are using only two representations, which is the name of that agent and the other one is the password for that one. And here, if you see this login, what we are using is using only a single password, that is a Mercury, but the representation of that one has been changing. The first one here is, it is starts with a caps and the remaining all the smalls. And the next one is all the, when the Tina is entering its her password, what you have to do, we need to see that either it is in the lower, that is uppercase or not. It is a mixed format of the lowercase and uppercase. So here the first, sorry, 2, 3 will be the lowercase letters. Apart from the 2 and 3 position where characters, remaining should be in the uppercase. Okay. So here we need to give the name to this one and we need to store the data and save this file. Okay. After saving, what I have to do here is, I need to test the data source here. So here the data source, what we are testing here is, whenever I am clicking on this flyer, that is a login page or some link which are given for this login, what happens here is, we need to run this flight4a.exe file has to be run, and it has to open the login page here. Just login page has to be opened, and in that login page we are having a agent name and then password and then okay as a details is this one. So here we need to differentiate these three, having the, what are the features of that one. This one is using the edit one, means here it should be a text area one, that is a, we need to provide a text space. Text area has to be given to this one for the agent name, because they need to enter the data. And coming to the next one, password. The password also, what it is doing, it is an editable one, so it should be given as a text area. Okay, where we enters the data here. Okay, and coming to the next one, which is a button, here, and the performing here is clicking will be done. So whenever we are clicking on that one, which has to be initialized, we need to go for the check flight reservation window has to be loaded when we are performing, so when we are clicking on that OK button. And next, what you have to do is nothing but, we need to get into this flight reservation menu. There will be there. In that menu, we will select the items here. Means sorry, not the, this is for the reservation. So in that we will select this date, and then next from and to, the journey details will be selected. Here these two are editable. And here the other thing is, whenever I am giving the data, you need to check the agent name and also the password here. So the agent name, what we are giving is a, consider it as a Tina. Okay. Wait, ma. Let us see. So here the first letters are the capitals and the password is a all capital, that is a uppercase letter. The first letter is the uppercase, sorry. Okay, done. Here we entered that thing. And the next password is a all uppercase letters. That's all. Okay. So here it is okay. Now, while performing, we need to check whether it is a giving the correct data or not. How we are going to process here? I gave the name of that that is a CSV file. Here is the file which we are using for testing data as a DT data global sheet. This is the name of the sheet what we are using, file we are using here. So set data table agent name as a DD global sheet here. We need to check whether there is a person or there is a agent name is not considering Tina or not. As it is there, then it will be processed. Okay. After that, go for the password. So the password is for the Tina, the password is Mercury, which is all caps here. This is all done. And when on clicking this one, what happens here? We need to get into the flight reservation window. Okay. Here the processing will be multiple times. Multiple times has to be done. If we are designed in such a way, then multiple times will be done. So first, you need to restrict the user by entering the wrong agent name. Or you may restrict the user here the password by clicking the OK. Then you can specify that it is a wrong password. So here, what we are doing, we are restricting up to this agent name only. That is the first one. Agent name is not there in this global list. There is no need to take this password or clicking on that OK. All these buttons is not, there is no need for the processing. If the agent name is there, it will allow you to take the password here. And this password, what we are doing, the password will be provided from this data global sheet will be compared with the given one. If it is a S, then what happens here, it will go for the next processing and then next window processing has to be specified. So here what we are doing, we are taking a data representation. Data has to be there. Data has to be present here. And this data what we are doing will be tested for the processing. Means we need to specify a test data for the representation. Okay. Here, how it is going to process here is the script what we are using will use the test data. The test data will be given to the test script. Test script means it's a program. The program which is written in the Java or Python or any program which has been supported for this environment. And how we are going to process this one means, as I said, we will import the this supporting files into that one, and we call this supporting files, or we just add on these supportive files to our library also, and it is been taking the script program to be processed on this test data. And we are doing here is this script has to be tested by this person, that is a tester. Here what we have to do, we need to take this test scripts output into consideration. So for the first one, what is the output? Second one, third one, fourth one will be there now. So means first one, second one means what are the inputs you are giving. For that input, what will be the output? You should be presented in the test script output one. So this one will be expected output, and what you are processed will be given as the actual output. When the testing will be completed or the performed, here is we need to take these two, expected and this actual output has to be same. Whenever we are getting these two as same, then this will specify that the data has been passed the test. The data what you have chosen for the processing has been passed the representation. And coming to the difference between these normal framework and the data driven framework here is, we are not maintaining here the test data. So here the Selenium WebDriver is a add-on, and also some you can install that one. So here it is a automation tool what we are using. This Apache POI representation is a one type of the data driven framework example. Okay, and it is also using the data what we are representing is also using the Selenium WebDriver only, but the difference here is we are maintaining the test data, whether it is Excel, CSV or any other source, we are maintaining that one in a separate form, and the application what we are taking under the test will be processor. So here we won't pressurize these testing WebDriver to take the data and the script to be processed on that one. What is doing the main thing for the processing is data. Means we may have the small sets of the data, small data sets or the large data sets. So what you have to do, we need to maintain these data sets separately, and for that data set, we are checking that script here. If it is passing that test, we will specify that the data what you have been processed or the given by the person is the correct one. If not, it won't allow you to the accessing here. And coming to the advantages, we are using multiple data sets. As I said, here how many other multiple data sets are there? We can use the multiple data sets here, and we can specify if you are using multiple data sets means the data usage will be vary from that one, and there is no writing of the script for multiple data elements. You can write a script, you can reuse that one for the number of the data sets what we are using. And here what it is doing is it is been concentrating on the data. So any processing has been changed for this logical representation. As I said, it has to be implemented on the this script also. And the first, while we are performing the testing, it will be considered as a very faster one. And coming to the utilization of these frameworks, the disadvantages will be whoever is a experienced one or the expertised one will have the ability to understand what it is performing. Means if they are been using for the many years, or if they have the knowledge about that one, they are expertise in this area, then only they will have the power, means how it is been processing, how it is been providing the elements, all these things will get that one. So here, if we are using the external data source, it is allowing to access the any type of the external data source. For that accessing any type of that one, we need to create the functions and write the code for that one. We need to connect with the test, and we need to get the data from that one, and you need to process all these things. So here external data sources means you may use the advanced one, or you may use this on the Excel sheet as a basic one here. If you are using search representations, you should know how to call that that is file here, how to get into that file, and the data has to be accessed from that one. We need to test, and we need to specify or declare that it is a correct one or the wrong one here. And these things has to be done when you are able to identify and create the functions for accessing these external sources. This is also a means when we are maintaining and setting up is a time taking, or also what you have to do is nothing but we need to invest cost into that one. And coming to the next one, keyword driven framework. Keyword driven framework in that it is also using the data representations only, but here the data representations here is we need to specify what is the action it is going to take on that one. For example, you may use the short forms for the representations for what the work we are doing. For example, login into the system. Simply what we are saying that login will include the login operation will be performed here. Means what the data you are giving, what is this processing will not to be specified here. What we need to do, we need to specify that it is a login, just that's all. And then registration. So here the registration is a name given for that one. So registration means register the user for this application. That is a name we are giving for that processing. And then next, access, shutdown or exit. Many names, short names are there. What is the short names are indicating? These short names, what we are indicating, will specify the work to be done by that, what the method we are using or what the process we are specifying. Likewise, you are giving the names for your methods now. For the method, what you are giving, you are specifying insert, push, pop, and then Fibonacci, Armstrong, like that we are giving. Means the behavior, or you may specify the functionality what it is exhibiting is being given as a name for that one. Yes, no? So what happens here? Here in this representation, if we are choosing keyword driven means whatever the work you have been performing on that one, you need to give the keyword to that one. No need to give the name, data, or any representation. Just specify the name for that processing. If you are specifying the name or the keyword for that processing, this keyword will be highlighted, and we need to take this action to be done by that means keyword what it has been represented. So here, likewise, we are using the external sources in the previous framework. Here also we are using the external sources, and here the external, there what we are doing, we are storing the data here. What we are doing is we are completely writing the project which has been involved in that one, and we are giving the keywords to the short representations for that form. And this will be what we are using, this will be in the format of this one. So see here, if it is been specified, that is a click user portal link on home page. So here, simple one here is the click the link. The keyword here being specified is the, if you see whenever you are placing an arrow on that one, means any in any web page, what it is for will be displayed here, means at the arrow. When you are placing the thing at the arrow, what happens here is, so here what it is for will have the clear representation here. So whenever I am taking the that is arrow on that link, what it has to do is it has to display that keyword, means what the work I have to do on that one has to be specified. So here there is a click the link. If you remember, whenever you are giving the Gmail or any registration here, in that box, it will, in the light letters, means in this contrast letters, what there is, enter username, enter password, enter your roll number, or some representations will be there. What it is for? What it is for here is to just ease the processing. Means some may aware of the work what they are doing, some may not be aware of the work they are doing. To make the awareness, or to just make the ease of work, what they are doing is they are being specifying that what it is for. What it is for has to be specified there. Means in a simple format or the simple representation, you will give that this is used for this reason, or you may have to give the data this one, like that we need to represent. So this keyword means whenever I am placing on the link, what happens, click the link will be there. So the link will be initialized. So whenever we are going to the data, enter the username. The description here is the enter the username. Input the data is there. Input the data means what? So we need to enter the username. If you remember email or any registration page, there specifies what we have to enter there. We need to enter the username. So in the light letters, if you see, there will be initiation that you need to enter this one into this this space. Okay, a login means login. All these things will be done. So whenever you are performing that work, this will be called. So username has to be you taken, and the next password, and we need to verify the login whenever you are clicking on that OK or the submit or login button. And whenever you are clicking the submit button, what happens here? It will be redirected to the next one. However, you are using these keyword driven one. What are the advantages here is you are providing the work you have been performing here, and this one will be helpful for the users. Means what is the test script one? So the test script name is they've been clicked the link. So they click link means the link is opening the correct one or not, means the correct web page or the correct one is being designated to the correct destination or not, we need to see. So here the input data means it has to take the data from that one. So this username what you are given will be tested there. And then password also being tested. Login means here whenever we are clicking on the OK or submit or login button, what happens here? This button has to be redirected to this verification, and the validations has to be done. After the validations, you have to be moved to the next page. So all these been designed in such a way. So here the small description about the test case, what you have been, or the test script, what you have been written. What happens here is they have been that is known for that for what they have been designed. Test case 1, test case 2, test case 3. If you are writing like that, what happens here is we need to go get into the test case, and I need to know about that one. So whenever we are giving the program names also, what we are doing, we are giving the name of that. Means for what it is program, we are giving the name plus extension. So here this one what you are using here is helpful for the reusability, and multiple data sets and the multiple test scripts will be used for processing. Although it is having the advantages, the disadvantage here is you need to know about the system here. You need to know about the system for what is being created. If I am taking the values is the simple one, the steps is the 5 only. So if you are performing the that is application filling or some other data here, you need to write all these information, or you need to create the keywords for each and every one. If it is to be done, what happens here, the employee, whoever performing should know the project first initiation, and the testing has to be done in a correct manner. Means he should have the skills, which is a good one, and the keyword what we are giving has to be not a redundant one. Means we need to look after the whether it is giving the processing data is a redundant one or not. We need to see. If you are inputting, if you are giving the data or that one all processing, means you have the only one test script for that one. So if you are given one name to the test script, what it has to be done? It has to be used by that one only, not for the other test script. You may use the multiple times this test script, because if you see this one input data here, multiple times you have been using the keyword. We are not opposing to create the multiple using the multiple times. What has to you may not give the same name for the multiple test scripts. The test scripts naming what you are giving, there is a keywords what we are defining for this object should be a unique one when compared with the others. And also you need to store this keyword. So this keyword will be stored, or they will be having the one keyword table representation, and also you need to provide the repositories for the storing for that one. Means you need to give the extra space for processing for this type of the keyword type of that representation. And coming to the next one, hybrid test automation framework. So this is a combination or the mix-up of both data-driven and keyword-driven frameworks. So it may use the data for testing, testing data, and the test scripts also, and it is using the keyword representation for the processing also. So here we are giving the test data, and also we are providing the keyword for that one, and we are also taking these external sources into an account. And what are the files we have been taken for the processing here is we can take this Excel file or any other resources what we are extra means database resources which is being used to store and access the data. And also we need to provide the file along with the test data also, keyword also. So here we need to maintain two such files for the keywords and then Excel file. So this Excel file is being for the files which have been for the data sets or the data which is being used for the testing, and which has been accessed by the simply the methods which is suitable for, and the keywords which has been using will be stored in the Java class file here representation. And coming to the architectural design here, so there is a driver class will be there. The test suite means what are the things we need to perform it while testing will be specified in this test suite. That is all the test cases will be there. And here the test case one will be having some data, and it is allowed to access by this driver class. So here in this drivers class we have the input, and the next what is the output. What are the logs means how far they have been, whoever using that one, and also the library representations which is been accessing the files what we are having. Means here we will have test data and also the keywords representation. We need to access all these things from that one. So here, whatever you have performed on this this input one, which has been taken from these test case representations also, we need to give the input to this driver class as well also the test case representations, which is the test suite, and also the test case what we are executing now. And all these things which has been possibly processed will give some output here. This has to be stored in this output folder, and also we need to process this to be done, has to be stored in the logs also. And what the other thing is, we need to provide the accessing of the multiple files which are being used for that processing. So that's about the testing framework, which is having the 5 representations. The common, not only the 5, the commonly 5 used one will be linear, modular, data driven, keyword driven, and then next one, the last one is which is a combination of the last 2, hybrid driven. Means it is using the both the properties, and also it is having the advantages of that representations, which is being cleanly specified that by using this type of this one, we easily process the data. That's why we are using the hybrid presentation here. So these are the basic testing frameworks what we are using for processing our test cases. Thank you, Ma.